Guys trying to play some defense.
Here we go. Four down.
They go play action now. Roethlisberger. He's going deep for Brown. And incomplete. A drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Show that bench release and go. Monday.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Let's go.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Good job, guys. 44. Check. Monday. 56 to Mike, boys.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Terrell Suggs in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. They got to figure this out. They got to figure him out. 4 sacks last week. Now 1 in the first quarter. What do?
Well, great pass rushers usually have a go-to move, but the best pass rushers, they have counters to their go-to move. So they'll show you that. Then when you adjust, they counter it and still get to the quarterback. And you don't pile up that many sacks. What do you have, 4 in the game last week? Without having some go-to moves with counters.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Alex Collins. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It's Big Vince Williams who made the tackle. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll run it now out of the gun. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. Here's Jackson to throw. Now he's flushed out right. He uncorks it for Snead. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field.
They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. They want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
These two. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Here we go. Alert three. Take four. No spacing. Shift.
Now flags, and we're going to get a delay of game. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. After the penalty, it's Bell. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. They get 8 yards back there, and they could use another one of those now on 3rd and 7. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now the Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd down.
Could be a blitzer.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
And now here come the Ravens. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves, maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. And it's complete. It's Alex Collins. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's a first down run with Collins. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Someone's looking fresh, and this O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain, too.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Down right around the 25. Stephon Tuitt, the one that got him down.
Haven't met a defensive coordinator yet. The thing's 2nd and 2 is a fun situation to try and defend. Playbook is wide open for an offense, partner.
Nice job holding to 1 after that 8-yard pickup on first down.
Detroit! Detroit! Watch it now, Barney, Barney!
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football, and they've got it here with a first down. Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout called. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. First red zone chance now for the Ravens. 1st and 10 at the 19. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And avoids the contact by sliding. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On 2nd down, Collins. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Alex Collins, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Ravens are in for 6.
I can't help it, partner. I love backs who have a lot of burst.
Yeah, they ran the toss play. By the way, sometimes you'll hear toss and pitch used interchangeably, but that was the toss.
Well, for me, a toss, quarterback takes the snap, turns around, tosses it to
like
the tailback.
Like an egg underhand.
Yeah, like an egg underhand, really with 2 hands. And a pitch, usually like you're running an option-type play, and you pitch it out there to the trailing back.
Goes end over end like a field goal.
Yeah, where you turn it over, make sure that thumb turns down, and the ball flips end over end slowly and delicately to your running back.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away.
Here comes Ryan Switzer to return it. And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now a penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about.
Yeah, this is going to put him back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
77.
Roethlisberger. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you?
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
What's up? 59, what's up? 59, what's up? Check. Quarter.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Double bump. King. Big.
2nd and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. Flush to his right. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. Eluding the pressure right. He'll get this one to Switzer. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. First target, first catch, and a 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a 2nd one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down.
These two. Jack 16. 44. Eight.
On second down, Roethlisberger. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
And the Steelers on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is third down and 12.
Eight.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Going up top. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now.
It's never a bad idea to try and get it to Antonio Brown, but there must be a little bit of the Madden curse going on for our cover athlete here. Hasn't been able to get that elite separation that we're used to seeing from him.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The drive starts with a run by Collins. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. They pitch it out to Collins. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with third down and just a yard to go. Two minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Jackson on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And that's the first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
On second down, Jackson. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. And the Steelers signal for another timeout as they'll talk it over here before what'll be an important third down. Here's Jackson. open receiver. That's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. He uncorks it for Snead. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try pressure advantage.
Drops it underneath for Collins. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up a third down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. As it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. And Mike Tomlin going to roll up the sleeves here and say, let's go for it on fourth.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Gone!
Fourth down. Here's Jackson. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on fourth down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, third down situation, big third down alert, lock in here, fourth down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
59, what's up? 59, what's up?
On first and 10, it's Roethlisberger. He fights him off. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
Focus, focus.
Final play of the half. It's Roethlisberger. He's going to look deep down the field. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And all of a sudden, they're knocking on the door inside Baltimore's 10. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, this is taken at his 4. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Jackson and the Ravens come up now first and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll be a second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They run with Collins, and he stopped immediately there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. This is Collins on the toss. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Now it's Jackson. Airing one deep for Crabtree. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The veteran Morgan Burnett there on the coverage. What has not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play. Couldn't do it, fell incomplete, but you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going. Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire. On 3rd down, Jackson escaping the pressure right. He gets it to Brown, complete. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game. This time, Jackson will throw it. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Brown. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. John Brown, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage. It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And it's now 14-0. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2. Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
4 down. Quarter. AB.
On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. Dancing to his left. And that's complete to Jesse James. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Roethlisberger to his big target, James, all 6-7 of him for a Steeler first down. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Snickers, you got to spin. Double bump.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. This is Bell on the dump off. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Focus. Quarter. 56. Jack 16.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
Jack 16. Jack 16.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And he's into the clear. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They're excited about where they are in this game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got room. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Second down, it's Dixon. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th.
The Ravens on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Jackson. Wide open receiver complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. Caught right side. It's Snead. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Jackson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Michael Crabtree, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Ravens will extend their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. Switzer now to return. Oh, what a move. He'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Buying time to his left. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Open man is Switzer, complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Monday. Snickers, 66. James.
Roethlisberger now to throw on 3rd down. He'll get this one to Switzer. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
Jack 16. 24.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Flush to his right. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10.
Snickers, you got to spin. Focus, focus. Kings.
Shift! Watch the shift!
Left out.
Shift!
Middle.
25! Check 25!
A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. Eluding the pressure right. And Big Ben intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 22. Jackson and the Ravens come up now, 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Jackson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Leopard! 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Here we go!
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A solid gain of 7 yards that time on the keeper and a 1st down.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Ohio!
Back. Hey. 50 to Mike.
Give the tackle there to Morgan Burnett.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Now a toss coming right is Collins. The 20. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Leopard!
On first, they go right back to Collins. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit!
pitch. The ball's loose. But it looked like a Raven was able to get in there, and they will indeed keep the possession.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Justin Tucker now for the Raven field goal try. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Switzer now to return. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll make it a second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Scrambling not particularly a Roethlisberger strong suit, but he does get the job done there and gets a first. Now Roethlisberger on first down. Now a desperation throw deep, and that's caught inside the 35. That goes for a gain of 31. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
On first down, it's Roethlisberger. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Roethlisberger will throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
Let's go, let's go. 22, 44. Double, double. Jack 16. AB.
On second down, Roethlisberger. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
And the Steelers on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 14.
Set! 180! Left, left, left!
Again, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to let it fly. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th Big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10. Now a give to Collins. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward, and it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off, but in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we sign off from Heinz Field.